They would require the location of out-of-state inmates to be public.
News 5's Allison Zimmerman explains how this bill would affect victims of major crimes, and a lot of victims' families very concerned about this.
That's right, Rob and Elizabeth. And when the Aurora theater shooter James Holmes was transferred, many victims' families had to find out just where law enforcement locked him up. After senators approved a bill today, the Department of Corrections will need to let prosecutors and victims know 2 days after they're moved out of state.
Bill 14 is adopted.
A win in the Senate today for victims of major crime.
In Colorado, the Department of Corrections, the director has refused on numerous occasions to tell the victims where the inmate is. During
a committee hearing last week, lawmakers argued the need for informing victims of where criminals are if they are sent out of state. As the bill stands, the DOC would need to let prosecutors and victims know no later than 2 days after the change happens.
No info on the prison, no info on the state or what prison it was, if it was federal, if it was state. Was he in California? Was his mother and father able to speak with him on a regular basis? After all, I was unable to speak to my son. I am forever speaking to my son in my dreams.
Some of the people most vocal about all of this, families of those killed in the Aurora theater shooting.
You should not have to be a victim or a survivor of the largest mass shooting in the state's history to know where your killer is located.
There are some exemptions, including if the victim is in jail or if the inmate is a former law enforcement officer, and revealing the location could put the staff at danger. If a prosecutor disagrees with the decision not to disclose the location, they would work with the DOC executive director to come up with a solution.
There's something kind of scary where the government can pick somebody up and arrest them, get charged, get convicted, and then placed in a prison, and nobody knows where they're at except for 1 or 2 people. And this bill will stop that.
Since the Senate passed the bill today, it'll now head on to the House, and if it passes there, it could later end up on the governor's desk. Rob?
Allison, thanks.